guys, Jordan and Sharon here for our Blue Chair Talk. Sharon named it the Blue Chair Talk because we have a blue chair. We asked all of our followers on INH's Instagram what your Q&As, and Twitter, what your Q&As were for us. So with our beautiful host, Brittany, she's going to be reading off the questions and we're going to be answering them.
Starting off with the first one. With all the tasks you both juggle, how do you keep yourself from feeling burnt out or overwhelmed?
Ooh, this is a tough one. I feel like we always go through these moments. Yeah. With me, it's hot yoga. I do hot yoga almost every day, and it helps because life is rough, life is tough, and sometimes you just need to think through your emotions and your feelings. What do you do?
That was great, Sharon. Life is rough, life is tough. Let me write a haiku on my response as well.
I know, this is a challenge.
This is a challenge. All the responses have to be poems. I'm not that good at poems. I'm not that good at rhyming. I think when I'm feeling burnt out, I usually will have Sharon give me like a really big pep talk of like, why are we doing this? Like, what's important? Or I'll try to like realign, like, why am I doing what I'm doing? And then I think when I realize like what's important to me, then I get like re-hyped because I'm like,
that's so true.
Yeah, there's like a reason why I'm doing it. So why would I get burnt out?
Okay, so favorite musician and type of music.
Ooh. I don't know.
My favorite musician is Khalid.
Is it Khaled?
Khaled. No, I don't know.
Or is it Khalid?
What is
Does
it?
anyone know?
I say Khalid.
I think it's Khalid because I think I say Khaled and everybody makes fun of me.
I think it's DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
Not right. Sorry.
Wrong Khaled. I like Khalid. I love all of his albums. I can just listen to them literally on repeat, and I think almost every single song is
amazing.
Yeah.
I don't really have a favorite musician. I listen to literally everything.
Do you have a favorite musician?
I don't. I really am into Tame Impala right now.
But you love A$AP Rocky.
I like him for his looks, not for his music.
Okay.
Shallow.
Any hints on new drops?
Ooh, yeah, I actually do have something. Lots of color.
Oh my god.
It's very dramatic, let's just say.
And if you saw Sharon and my Instagram, I definitely teased it.
Oh, I was thinking about that. I was thinking of something else, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about those.
Yeah.
Multiple.
Yeah, they're super cute.
Yeah, they're
That's
cute.
What non-work related things do you guys like to do together?
Ooh. We've actually been hanging out a lot more recently.
Yeah. Yeah, where do we go to the beach a lot?
Yeah.
We work out. Sharon like makes me go work out.
I don't make you.
Well, you encourage me.
Yes. So
she pre-books.
And you always with the day before. I'm like, girl.
I know. Oh, we've been going out together too.
Oh yeah, which is new for us because we don't go
out.
And we don't go out.
It's not been
successful at all.
It has been terrible.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if we're gonna go out anymore.
Yeah. Well, 2 weekends ago we went out to a couple of bars in Venice and we were like, "This is what old people do."
We were like, "Grown-ups do." It was not fun. It was not.
We were like in a corner with our drinks.
Yeah, like scowling at people who looked. We
were like scowling. Okay, scowling is not the right word.
I think I was scowling.
You kind of were. You definitely were. I was trying to
do
the best of it.
Don't walk over here.
Favorite INH product and why?
Ooh. Mine's Bella.
Mine's probably Mia.
It is. Mine's Bella because I think I have short hair first of all, and I think it just suits my personality better.
It's so cute when you wear it.
I love Bella. It's just so cute.
I want to cut my hair just so I can wear Bella like how you wear it. Oh, I would love to. But my favorite is Mia. Ooh, I don't know. I like Mia and Sammy.
Oh yeah, Sammy's cute.
I was obsessed with Sammy, but then I changed my hair color slightly, and so I need to get my bangs. Well, I need to trade my bangs.
Wait, you just went from bun to bangs.
Oh shit, I don't mean Sammy. I mean my favorite,
I was like, what?
Zoe. I like Zoe and Mia the best. I was really, really obsessed with Zoe, but then
she really was.
I was wearing them every single day. And then I love Mia because I don't know, she just really represents like
she's so extra,
me.
Yeah. She's like the Dare Super Shock of
Yes,
ColourPop.
yes.
Yeah.
When did you both know you wanted to run a business together, and how long was INH in the works?
Ooh, okay.
I knew I wanted to do a business with Sharon for like the last like 4
Oh, it's not 4 years.
Yes.
No.
Yes. 4 years from now.
Well, okay, wait, backtrack.
Okay.
Her and I.
I'd love to hear your backtrack.
Okay, we're gonna backtrack.
Her and I met in school, then we started working with each other. Yeah. We worked with each other for like 6-7 years almost, and we got to know each other really, really well in 7 years. A lot of tears, lots of fighting, but a lot of love and hugs along the way. We really, really grew to respect each other and to really appreciate each other as friends, but also as business friends. Yeah, business colleagues, what about colleagues? Yeah, business professionals. And then that's one thing that I really realized along the way. I was like, wow, it's really rare to have somebody that you can be friends with, but also work really, really well with. Like, we can call each other's bullshit anytime, and we'll both be like,
But back to the actual question.
Oh, what was that question about?
When did you want to launch INH?
Okay, oh yeah. So I think realizing that we were like, we're gonna launch a brand together at some
And
point.
we used to always joke about it, like, we're gonna have our own brand one day.
Yeah. Our initial conversations around INH, which we didn't know were that serious, started in June of 2018.
Yes.
And then they got way more serious in like August.
Accelerated real quick.
Yeah. By August we were like, oh, we're actually doing this, and then we like started doing it in August, and then we launched in October.
Yes. Like late October.
Like the end of October.
It was very fast.
Yeah. We had no idea even really what happened.
I know. We like look back and we're like, oh my god, what do we do?
Yeah.
But we did it. That's all that matters.
Here we are.
Where do you find inspiration?
Ooh, this is a good question. That's a great question. I get bored so easily, so it's
like
really
a problem.
important. Yeah, it's a problem. I get bored very, very easily. I like love to do things and then move on. So I think I find my inspiration, to be honest, in music, in the arts for sure. Like art, music. I'm a really big podcast person. I listen to podcasts all day, every day. I love reading. There's so many places. My mom.
That's what I was gonna say. My mom. I don't even.
And each other, I feel like.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. I feel like my most creative time is when I'm like such a communicator. I really need to like talk to somebody to even build my ideas. Like I can't just think of ideas or be creative when I'm independent. I have to like be like sit down with somebody and really like marinate on it. Yeah.
You're a really good builder, I think. That's what I realized.
With other people.
Yeah.
Like so maybe community is what inspires me the most. Like I love like conversation and community and like bouncing ideas off of people.
I could totally see that.
Chips and queso or chips and guac?
Ooh. Guac. Chips and guac, yeah.
Actually, I would prefer salsa though. Homemade salsa.
Homemade salsa. Oh my.
Jordan made me salsa. This reminds me. Jordan made me salsa when we were in college. She was like, this is when we just got to know each other. She's like, come over to my place. I was living in the dorm. She was living in an apartment off-site. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I'll go over. I go over to this place. She's making me salsa in a blender. In a blender. And first of all, she just throws all her ingredients into a blender.
That's normal.
That's not normal. Is that normal?
That's
Food
normal.
processor.
No, but she just throws all her, just literally just throws all the ingredients into a blender, blends it. It was so salty.
I love salt.
It was so salty. And you was too salty.
I couldn't even eat it.
Yeah.
And I tried to be like, no, it's good. But it was like
Yeah,
it made me
it was
gag.
salty.
It was so salty.
It was so salty.
It was so salty that we had to go back to the grocery store and
Get
get tomatoes to dilute it.
It was so salty.
So I'm a salsa girl, but not so salty. You're a guac girl.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I don't know.
Guac or salsa. Or you're not really a chips
I'm not
person.
really a chips person, I guess. I like hot Cheetos, that's it.
You're not a Cheetos person.
I'm not a Cheetos person.
Short-term and long-term goals for INH.
Ooh. Short term, well, I guess it's kind of just all-time goal for me is I just want people not to be so afraid of hair and like try it out because it makes you feel so confident and it really saves you a lot of time, which is interesting, but it just makes you feel so fierce, so confident instantly, and I just want people to have open minds around it.
Mm-hmm. Mine is similar to Sharon's, but I just think that making like the hair industry or like I feel like people now aren't comfortable with saying like, oh, I have extensions in,
Or even admitting like, oh, I have like hair loss problems,
Yeah.
or like, oh, my hair's melting, or something. Like people are so weird about like when it comes to hair. It's really interesting.
How did you guys figure out like the hair industry and like where to get wigs made and all that kind of stuff?
I think for the hair industry, one thing that we realized being in the beauty industry for so long, we love beauty, but we realized it was a very saturated space, and we try to think of things that were close enough to beauty, but in like an adjacent category like hair. And we noticed that there really aren't that many options. Jordan, for some reason, I don't know how this even happened, but she started really getting into wigs. And she would text me like, I bought a wig, I really want to try a wig. And I was like, oh, okay, good luck. And I remember she ordered a ton. It was like on Amazon and from like a couple of other like random brands. And she got the wig and she texted me, she's like, oh my God, the quality of these wigs are so bad. It smells like burnt plastic. The roots look terrible and cheap. She was like, wow, this is crazy. Like I never thought it was just like the quality, like you could just look at it, it was just not the business for
It was
sure.
like really hard to find a wig that was I didn't even get a wig that was. Oh no, I did get one wig that was decent, and it was like a $250 wig, and it was the only one that even like looked like
Okay.
reasonably, yeah, like wearable. I got one that was like a Kim K wig, and it was like when she had the long silver hair with the dark roots, and the dark roots were sharpied on, like literally.
I remember that.
It didn't even. It was like silver hair, and then there was the part, and there was like a tiny gap, and then
It was like not even a
Sharpie.
centimeter. It was
Yeah.
It was tiny. Remember
And
that?
it was like,
Yeah.
it just was literally sharp. Like, I think genuinely somebody was sharpieing it. So I was just really bummed. But most of them you couldn't wear. And then even when I was like looking up how to wear wigs, it was hard to find really good content.
Yeah. And then and also we noticed that a lot of people were starting to really get into like ponytails. Like Ariana Grande was really, really hot. I mean, she's still hot, but she was like just popping off last year, and that's when we were like, wow, like her hair clearly isn't real. So like, what's going on here? And can you find something like that? And it was almost impossible to find. Nuts.
You can find them like the human hair extension ones, and
But
they're
they're thousands.
like,
of dollars.
yeah, literally like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And so I think that it was hard to find like a brand online that you felt like you could trust to purchase them.
For something experimental, that's
Yeah.
key, because I think nowadays people want to try something instantly and not have like invest too much into it. Like you don't want to pay a couple $100s for a ponytail that you're gonna wear like once or twice, versus like our ponytails you could wear once or twice if you really want to, or longer.
Yeah.
But it's instant and it's experimental. Low commitment.
And I think like ponytails and wigs and all that, they've been around for a really, really long time. Like,
Yeah.
but I think that there's not a lot of brands that are really hardcore on social media as well. So I
Yeah.
think that's something that made it different for us, is we really wanted to bring hair to Instagram, to our Instagram.
Yeah. And make it available. Yeah.
Yeah, very good point.
I like. That brings us to the
That
end
was
of our Q&A on our blue. I even forgot what the segment was called because it's been so long.
Blue
Blue chair
like
talk.
30 minutes.
I know.
And that's the end of our blue chair talk.
We'll see you later.
Bye!